everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video that I've been looking forward to for a long time. It's a high-end products versus drugstore products, and products that I find that this is all formula, this is not color. I'm going to do a color in a totally separate video, but these are products that I find the formula of the high-end product to be extremely similar to the formula of a drugstore product, and you can kind of see where you'll save your money. So I wrote down all the prices of everything, and I'll swatch everything for you guys. These are just random products. I have some brushes, I have highlighters, I have cream, contour, like everything. So they're just kind of random things that I found in my collection that are really similar, and then I reach for the drugstore product just as much as I reach for the high-end product in formula-wise. So let's just get started. I almost just broke the first thing, I just dropped it. The first thing that I have is, I just bought this yesterday and I love it so far, and I definitely found it to be extremely similar. First of all, let me tell you what it is. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Bronzer. There are two shades. The sticker on the back is on backwards. There are two shades. There's light bronzer and there's bronzer. I saw Kathleen Lights use this in a video, as well as Jessica Braun, who I think is Jam Beauty 89 here on YouTube, and they both said this has a very strong scent, but it works really well. And so I really wanted this to try it out. I love like the pineapple scent, so that would not bother me at all because I love it. This does have a really strong scent, but it's really beautiful. I'll swatch it. First of all, I mean, I know this is about formula, it's not the packaging, but it comes with a mirror and a little sponge brush, which is really cute. But it looks like this. They have light bronzer and then they have bronzer. The light bronzer definitely would have been too light. I'm glad I saw their videos beforehand, because the light bronzer would have been too light. Like, if you're any darker than me, even this might be too light for you. But there it is on my hand. It's very matte, and here's on my finger. It's very, very matte, and it's very buildable. I have it on right now, actually, and it's very, very light coverage, and you just kind of build it up. Again, it's just a beautiful matte, cool-toned bronze shade. Something that I found, I know they sell these individually, but I have the book, is the Too Faced Black Book of Bronzers. I found that this, even though it smells different, this smells like pina colada, this smells like chocolate, is extremely comparable to the milk chocolate and chocolate Soleil. So I would assume that the light bronzer of the Physicians formula is a dupe for the milk chocolate Soleil formula, and then the bronzer is a little bit lighter still, but pretty much the chocolate Soleil bronzer, which is a bronzer that I use very often, almost on a daily basis. I kind of mix the two and put them on my face. I found these formulas to be very similar. This is not powdery for a drugstore bronzer. This is not really powdery at all, and neither are these Too Faced bronzers. They're both really high quality. Again, this is a little bit less pigment. If you want something that's like a ton of pigment right away, I would go with this. But for the price, I wrote down the prices right here. For the price, so this book of bronzers is $44. Obviously, if you're just going to use only that one bronzer is the same color, but all these are very similar formulas. But if you were to buy this whole book, originally it was $50 or $49. Now it's on sale on the Too Faced website. I looked it up this morning for $44, which is still a lot considering this was $14.99, and I bought it at CVS, so I had a $3 off coupon. So it ended up being about $11. And so again, $11, which is pretty high for a drugstore bronzer, to be honest, but this is a really, really beautiful bronzer, and I have been wanting to try it a long time. But if you were to just buy one of these, a full size of one of these bronzers, it would run you anywhere from $28 to $30. Some places are a little bit more. I think Ulta, some of the prices are a little bit higher than if you got it from the Too Faced website, but still, it would run you double than what this was, and they're very similar products. So this is my first formula dupe. Okay, the second product I have are actually three products, and they all are at different price ranges. So they, again, are three very different colors. They are not color dupes at all. I'm talking about formula here. These are all liquid products. So the two that I found the most similar were these. Obviously, the price is going to be a lot different, so let me just explain first. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone. I'll swatch it. It is really beautiful. I bought this a while ago. This is $41. It has a pump, which is really nice. It's $41, which is very, very expensive. But I just thought this was so beautiful and worth the money, and it's a lot of product. This is a big bottle. This is a 1 ounce bottle. So let me swatch it and just kind of rub it in. It's this beautiful, like, light, I don't know, you can tell more on here. It's just like a light shimmery shade, not white, like a cream color. It's beautiful. It's very creamy, swatches beautiful on the hands, stays a long time on the skin, which I like. I bought this one before this one, but I found that this Sephora, again, these are not color dupes, but that this Sephora, this is a lot smaller, but this was $14, this was $41. This is about half, this is half, this is this is a third of what this is. So this is 1.7 ounces, this is 0.5 ounces. So this is like triple of this, but even if you were to triple this price, it still would not be the same amount, or it would be about the same amount. And this is so beautiful. So again, this is why I have a third cheaper option. This comes in a dropper, and it is just as creamy, stays just as long, in my opinion. It's this beautiful gold color right there. It's even more pigmented if we're being honest. Like, this is the gold, and then this is the Becca. It has such beautiful pigment, and it stays all day. When I swatched this in the store, I was like, oh my gosh. I do prefer the pump like container better. But again, for the price, this is $41, this is $14. You could keep buying this, and then it would equal this. So this is just something that I found. This hard candy was a third option. The formula is very similar in the way that it applies. It is still really creamy, really, really pigmented, but this is more easily worn off. I find if you're to rub your face a lot, the Becca in the Sephora will stay a little bit longer, whereas this, it does wear all day, and it's very, very pigmented, but I don't find that it lasts as long. Not that it doesn't last as long, but if you're to like go like this on your face, it doesn't set very well. It'll rub off. So, but this is just a beautiful color, and for the price, this is what I'm going to get into. This is a beautiful golden sheen. This is something you can use on your whole body as well, and this is 2.7 ounces. So this is a whole ounce bigger than this. This is $8. This is $8 at Walmart, and look at that, how pigmented. Again, this is not the right color. They have more than one color. This is not a color dupes video. This is just a formula dupes. I find this just as beautiful, even more product, and like literally a quarter of the price. So this even more, like a sixth of the price, almost a sixth of the price. This is $8. This is $41. You get more in this, and it doesn't, like I said, it sets easier in your skin, but the formula wears just as beautifully, and I use these interchangeably. I reach for this one just as much as I reach for this one. This one is newer. I've had this one since probably August or somewhere in the summer, and I've had this one for about a month now, but I use this all the time, and I think it's really, really beautiful and a wonderful, wonderful formula. And I got this at Walmart. Again, $8. Like, this is awesome. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be talking about are two brushes, and so this is a formula video, but I had to throw these in because I know brushes don't have a formula, but these are just very similar brushes that could be dupes for each other. This is the Kiko. I have it written down. This is from their Romantics collection. I got this at the Kiko store for about $10. It was on sale. It might have been even $8. It was on sale, but originally I looked it up online, and it was like less than $20. And what it is one end is like a powder brush. I use this for bronzer all the time. Like, it smells like my Too Faced bronzer. And then on the other end is the contour. So I use this for a contour as well. This is the Tarte Rainforest dual-ended brush. Now, the only major difference is that this is flat top and this is poofy, but they're about the same size and width. This is the Tarte brush, and again, this has the flat top for foundation or for contouring or what have you, and then the other ends, I mean, they're identical. This one's a little more angled, but they're the same exact thickness. These brushes are very, very similar, and the prices are crazy different. This one is $34. This one, again, like I said, I got it for $10, but it was about $20. They're both equally soft. They're both equally apply foundation, or they both contour the same. I might even prefer this, honestly, because it is angled. But these two, this is actually my mom's brush, and she had spent $34 on this, and I used to use it all the time because I loved it. And I found this at Kiko, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so much, like, such a price difference, and it's just as good as a product. I like the packaging on this one even more, to be honest. It's hard to tell with the lighting, but it's like a rose gold, and then this one is pretty too, but it's like wood, and it has the gold there. So obviously the packaging is different. This is not like a formula because it's a brush, but I just thought this was like a really good dupe to note. If you prefer the flat top, I suppose then you could go with this one, but honestly for me, I have other flat top brushes that I use. If I were to use this for contouring, because this is like a contour end, definitely. I would prefer a fluffy end like this so then I can blend it out, not like, I don't know, I feel like this would make it muddy. So I love mine better. But again, this is $34 versus 10 I paid less than 20 for this brush. So yeah, this is Kiko versus Tarte. I know a lot of people don't have Kiko stores near them, but this is available online. So thought I would note that. Okay, this is my second battle of Kiko versus Tarte. These are the contour sticks. So this is the Kiko Crayon Bronzer, and this is in the shade 01. It just says contouring pencil. I got like gunk on it. I think that's mascara. But this is just a stick like this. It's like a cool, very cool tone brown shade. I'll swatch it on my hand. I still have highlighter on my hand, but it's very, very creamy, very, very pigmented. This is the Tarte. My mom uses this so much, it's worn off, but this is their version of the contour stick. And this is much darker. My mom is a little bit darker than me, so she got a dark version. Obviously, again, these are not color dupes, these are formula dupes. These both wear the same. They're the same size, like same exact size. Packaging, again, super cute on this one. Not as cute as this one, but whatever. But the price is just insane. So this Tarte little contour thing is $24, whereas the Kiko, this was originally, it comes in a set of two actually. It comes with a highlight, which is somewhere back there, a highlight pencil, and the bronzer pencil. So I bought both, and they work awesome. And for both, originally they were 20 and I got them for 10 because they were on sale. This is from their Romantics collection, which is, they're bringing in their new collections for the spring. So this was kind of their older one, like for Valentine's Day and stuff. So again, they are both extremely, extremely creamy. I'll just kind of go like that. They both blend so nicely. See how nice that is? They both blend I think that I might even like the Kiko one. See how this one kind of accentuates pores, whereas the lighter one doesn't? I don't know. I just love these. I have the Kiko one and my mom has the Tarte one, and I found that my Kiko one looks just as beautiful, even more natural. Again, not color dupes, but they are perfect formula dupes. They are both super creamy, and this is like half the price, less than half the price, because I got it on sale. So I thought I would note those as well. Okay, this next dupe is my favorite one. Again, not color dupes at all, but this is the Revlon Overtime Lip Color Rouge, and this is the Makeup Forever Aqua Rouge lipstick. I bought this one first. I got this at Marshall's, but they do sell them online at Sephora.com as well as Makeup Forever website. This is a dual-ended lipstick. This was from the 50 Shades of Grey collection, so it was at my Marshall's. Like, I bought this in like December, even though 50 Shades of Grey came out like last February. So I just thought it was such a beautiful color, and I had been wanting to try these lipsticks. I'll swatch it. What it is this. Looks like that. I think I've shown this on camera before because this is literally like, it was my favorite, absolute favorite lipstick. And then on the other end is the gloss, and you just put it over and it stays all day. This was my favorite lipstick besides my Stila liquid lipstick, because that has a special place in my heart as well. This is my favorite lipstick. I wore it all the time. I still do. I wear it all the time. Super glossy. It stays all day, and it like stays glossy all day, which I love. And I found this Revlon at Walmart. It's a little bit smaller, but literally the packaging is like exactly the same. Again, not the same color. This is a lot deeper. This is lighter. But this is in the shade, the Makeup Forever is in the shade 50. The color one is in the shade Sienna, I believe. I believe it's called Sienna, the Revlon. Always Sienna. It's on here. It's an Always Sienna. This is the Revlon, I wrote it down, is $9.99 at its most expensive. I think I might have paid even less because I got it at Walmart. This is around $9 to $10. This is $24 if you're going to buy this at Sephora. It is double the price, and they both are the same concept. It's the color you put all over your lip, and then you put the gloss on top, and they stay all day. These are even hard. Like, this is going to be hard to get off my hand. Oh, let me swatch the Revlon one. These are like even hard to get off my hand afterwards. They look like that. I mean, they're the same pigment. the same everything, same formula. This is my favorite one just because it's such a crazy price difference, and this is like my favorite lipstick. It was like my favorite lipstick, and I was like, nothing's gonna beat that. That's like the best thing ever. I would totally spend $24 on that again for another shade. Now that I found these Revlon ones for like, I could buy like 3 Revlon ones, almost 3 Revlon ones for the price of this, and they're the exact same thing. So these are my favorite ones. I would definitely recommend these Revlon Color Stay dual-ended lipsticks because they are awesome and they're really beautiful. They wear really beautiful on the lips. Next, I have 2 brow products. This is probably talked about a lot on YouTube, but I thought that I would mention it in my videos. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is in the shade Ebony. Again, these are not color dupes whatsoever. This is like very dark, and this one is a lot lighter. This one is my mom's. And what it is this tiny little, tiny little pencil, and it just looks like that. See? And it just makes the little hairs. My mom has black hair, so she got the darkest one. And this is the other end has the spool, and you just kind of blend it out. It's really nice, very small. This is the Knicks. This is a little bit thicker, so I think you might even get more product. This is the Knicks eyebrow pencil. I know they have the micro brow pencil as well, and I'd like to use that, but I just don't own it. So that stick would be probably thinner. This one is a little bit thicker. This is in the shade Taupe, and it's obviously a lot lighter. It's for my eyebrows. It's right there. And as well, it doesn't have the spool, but it does have this. These 2 formulas for the brow part, which is kind of what matters most, are extremely similar. Both really creamy. Both make those tiny little strokes that you need for your eyebrows. I have it on my eyebrows right now. I wear it every single day. And they're the same exact product. They both work extremely well, but the price difference is very big. So the NYX brow pencil was $9.99, around that. I think I bought this one at Walmart or Ulta, one of those. And then the Anastasia one is, drum roll please, $21. So you could get 2 of these for the price of one of these. And so I've heard, I've never owned this. This again is my mom's. I've heard that these go really fast. Like you use them for a month and then you need to go buy a new one. This one I've had for about a month, and it's still going strong. I still have a lot in there. I still have all that. So again, very different price ranges, very similar products. The NYX eyebrow pencil and the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I would definitely recommend getting the NYX one just to save your money. Trust me, they wear the same, they look the same on the brows, and they're both very easy to apply. I used the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. I did not like it at all, and that formula was much different. It was very hard. It was not blendable when you use the spool. The spool wasn't good either, but when you use the spool, it was very hard to drag out to the rest of your eyebrow. These are both very easy, but the NYX one is less than half the price. The next product is a little bit newer for me, but I had been using my mom's IT Cosmetics Bybel Pores powder. It's a beautiful pressed powder. It looks like this, has the mirror, and it's just a translucent powder. Looks like that. It blends beautifully on the skin. It does make your pores look really nice. And it's just a really great pressed powder. I think it comes with a little compact too. Yeah. And it comes with this little thing for like baking or for whatever. This is a really awesome powder. This is in the shade Translucent. I just bought the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. I had heard great things about this, and I wanted to see how it compared. To me, these are the exact same. This might even be like more pigment and like creamier, like when you blend it out. I don't know. This is so beautiful. This also comes with a mirror. A mirror and a little compact. This Maybelline one is, I looked it up online. I believe I paid around like $6 or $7 at Walmart. I got this, but I saw on Ulta.com that it can be up to $8. I think it was $7.99 on Ulta.com. So anywhere from $5 to $8. Again, if you go the cheaper routes, like even at CVS or Ulta, it might be more expensive, but you can use coupons for those places, where at Walmart they don't really like have coupons for that. This IT Cosmetics is $29. So $30 versus $5. You could buy multiple of these. They are about the same. My dog keeps making noise. They are about the same. This is 0.31 ounces and this is 0.29 ounces. So this is like 0.02 ounce difference. Like, it's about the same amount of product, and this is so much cheaper. They're both great products, but if you're gonna buy one or the other, I would buy this one and save your money. They're gonna last you the exact same amount of time as well, and they're just both, like, let me just put them side by side. They're just both translucent powders, like, and they're pressed. It doesn't get much simpler than that. This one has a little bit of a pinker undertone. This one does, but I mean, come on. Like, they're gonna be translucent on your skin anyway. So I just thought this was really, really great dupe. I love the Maybelline Fit Me line. I love the foundation as well, and I love It Cosmetics, but you know, I'm gonna buy this one over and over again, whereas this one I don't want to drop $30 on a pressed powder that I know works just as well as a drugstore one. And I'm not one, like, I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but I'm not one to use a product, like, of course I want to save money, but if a product truly is a lot better than another product, I was going to include my Hourglass bronzer in here, but I was like, honestly, the formulas aren't the same versus the Hourglass versus the Physicians formula. Physicians formula works beautifully, but the Hourglass is just a little bit softer. So I was like, no, those aren't the same. But so for these, but they're like, the things that I'm showing are honestly the same. They work awesome. So the last thing I have is, let me look on here. My other favorite one. This is the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in the shade Soft and Gentle. This was my favorite highlight at one point. It is so beautiful. It just looks like that. It's like the perfect, like, wedding day highlight almost. This is just really, really gives you such a beautiful glow. This is my favorite thing ever, the Carli Bybel palette by BH Cosmetics. Comes in this giant palette. These highlighters are the best highlighters. They are so pigmented, and I found I was going to also include the Becca highlighter, but again, honestly, the Becca ones are less powdery and a little bit more creamy. These are both very powdery, but so pigmented. This is extremely, extremely pigmented. As you can see, like, this one is almost, like, I'm almost at pan. I use it every single day. Look at that versus the MAC. I mean, this is even more pigmented. I have it on today, actually. I'm just piling on the highlighter. And I found that these versus these, like, this whole thing, the MAC, oh, I didn't write it down. This MAC Mineralize Skinfinish, I got this at an outlet, so I believe this was $20, but normally this is $27. This is $12.50, and you're getting more than just highlighters. You're getting highlighters, you're getting really awesome shadows. They are a little bit powdery, but honestly, so is this. So they are the same amount of creaminess, same amount of blendability, and this might even have a little bit more pigment. They both last really long on the skin and just look beautiful. So this is my other favorite dupe because I was so in love with this, but then I became even more in love with my Carli Bybel palette just because those highlighters are, like, insanely, insanely beautiful. Like, can you see on my skin? I put that on earlier this morning and it's lasted me all day. So that is the end of my drugstore alternatives. They're not so much dupes, but definitely alternatives. If you want to save money and you want a product at the Sephora or that's higher end, and you can find ones that are at the drugstore for so much cheaper and just as good quality, just as good of a formula, and wear it just as beautifully. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Bye!